And now we're live. Cool. Um, yeah. So
Hey,
have
how's
you
it
pushed
going, dude?
everything up? Because I've
Yeah, just reading right now. Pushed that last thing up that I added as teachings thing.
okay, cool. Because I have
Yeah,
pulled everything now. So that's the thing. Okay. What am I doing? I need to share my screen with you.
cool. How's your day been, dude?
It's all right.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm kind of glad it's weekend, but yeah, it's just this afternoon's been slow.
Is it a?
Yeah. So there you go. I'm sharing my
Awesome.
screen with you.
Yeah.
Actually, little side thing. So you know you got this little React app thing up here. We can
Yes.
change that if we go
Yes.
in here.
Yeah, I did it for leaderboard also.
Okay, cool.
We
Uh, where's the title? There it is. We'll just make it TicTacToe like that. So now it
should
might
call it
be.
something cool, like Tic Tac Finger or something, bro.
Okay, it worked. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, no.
You
Awesome.
can call it what you want.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
It is what it
So
is,
it's
bro.
like, yeah. Okay. What should we start going over?
Okay, yeah. So the only things I got to was the pages room cleanup.
Okay, so you just did that.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I just did that. Then make sure the user can't claim both X and O spots. I was trying to do that, but like, yeah, I think I was going wrong somewhere with the if statement, if the user, because yeah, they can't join the same spot, but they can join the other spot. So now I didn't know how to figure to get to the other spot.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's another thing. And then also, yeah, the search params I didn't look at, and then the use create room if user already has room ID. Check if it exists, if not created. I also spent a bit of time looking at that,
Okay.
but I didn't
Cool.
make a lot of progress there. And then the login fix params aren't there.
I think we did the fixed params aren't there yesterday.
Oh, did we do that?
Yeah, we did. Um, yeah. I think.
Okay,
Oh no,
because
no,
yeah,
no! I didn't do it. I just like showed you the steps to it. Which, yeah.
okay.
Why did you do them?
That one, I don't know. I was doing like I was so busy on the other stuff, and then I was like, yes, yeah, I obviously like don't know where the stuff is coming from, and like I was just trying to wrap my head around it. That's also why the other folder that I made, I just want to try and wrap my head around some of the
Okay,
stuff
so
more.
yeah, before we, I will go over these today then. But
Okay,
before we
cool.
do that, let's we'll answer all your specific questions now that they're fresh in your mind. Um,
Okay, cool.
so what were you basically busy with? Oh yeah,
Uh,
I don't know. Like yeah,
um,
what do you want to look at?
are we gonna go over those things now, or
No,
must
we'll
we
go
go
over
into
what you want to
oh the
like.
teachings thing?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you
So
made
it's
this
just in the
page.
teachings, yeah, teachings folder. So there
Okay.
I was busy doing that. So I was getting users from, well, getting the collection users, right?
Yeah.
And then I console log the data like that,
Okay. So
right?
the thing with this is, how do we do it in the hooks? Um, I mean, I
Yeah,
guess like if we
because
were
I was,
to get a get the room,
yes.
what's different?
Uh, oh, I see there it takes in room ID
Um,
in the doc.
yeah, well, I mean that's when you want to get,
Okay,
but you want to get the full collection, so that's fine, that's normal. Wait, let me do
yeah,
the use rooms.
okay,
Okay. Still, what's different?
okay. Okay, so there, okay, I'm saying dot then before. snapshot. Is that right?
No,
When
you're looking
not.
too deeply. On the outside, what's different?
Okay, well, on the use effect.
Yeah. So when do you want to get the users? Because this is a piece of code that runs.
Yeah.
And does it work? Does it actually show you in the console what happens?
Yeah, only in the console.
Okay, perfect. That's because you only told it to happen in the console. So
Okay.
first of all, you want to make sure that this doesn't. The problem with this now is this like thing is going to trigger every time this component re-renders, and you only want it to trigger
Oh,
on the first time it's mounted onto the screen.
oh, okay.
That's the first cleanup. So
Okay.
that's what the use effect is for. So we'll do that.
Okay, yes. All right. Sweet.
Sorry, yeah. So what the other stuff you were mentioning probably was useful, but like this is yeah important to know
No, of
why
course.
we're doing that. The reason we're doing this,
Yeah.
like, although the other way will work, it will rebuild the whole function every time that you
Okay. No, but
change
yeah,
something,
your ways are the way, bro. That's the only way.
unless the
So,
doc says something different. Okay, cool. So, and we're gonna make it or at the moment we haven't made it a subscribe event. So this is just gonna fetch the users as is. What we do
okay.
here is we do the on snapshot.
Yes.
And doing that basically means it's gonna every time that that object changes, we are gonna like update the value. So the first question is, what do you want to do? Do you want to always update as soon as it changes on the database? Or do you
Yeah.
want it to, okay, yeah. If that's the case, then we do the subscribe method here. So I'm going to call this
Okay.
unsubscribe because that's what you technically call it when like
Okay.
this
Cool.
function, when you like call it again at the end, that will unsubscribe it, you know?
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay.
So we want to unsubscribe on the return. Return is what happens when the component unmounts, when you're writing a return statement in a use effect.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't need that equals there. So now we can
Okay.
unsubscribe just like that.
Hmm.
Cool. What's wrong here? Unsubscribe, unsubscribe.
Why is that giving an error?
It's because it's not a non-snapshot. So this dot get and dot then is going to become a dot on snapshot. And I'm going to make this ES6 style because that looks weird. You know, that's the same thing, right? If I, instead of saying function this, when I use functions inside things, I want to do this. Like it doesn't matter. It just, sorry, I can't hear you. I don't know if you muted. But wait, are you still there? You've gone quiet and frozen. Okay. I know my side we haven't dropped off YouTube, so I've lost Kevin, guys. Let me just type to him. I've lost you. Crazy stuff. So, sorry guys, we just gotta wait for Kevin to get back. But I guess I can explain to you guys what's going on here. So what we're trying to do is I'm just teaching Kevin how to kind of do the hook implementation of like tracking data, but putting it into a component directly. And then what he wants to do is he wants to get this data to show down there. Now, obviously, in order to get this data, what happens in here is we need to set this to a state. So again, what we've done up here is we have a state, set rooms and users. So we'll have users, and yeah, he's just displaying all the users with their display names. So, which is a good thing to check out. He's able to get the snapshot and for each, etc. Yeah, for each snapshot, there's I guess in here it's not really snapshot, it's just docs, isn't it? I don't know. I'm a bit confused right now as well. What is this get rooms thing? I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting myself confused. So this is a very complicated one, so fair enough for Kevin. It was quite hard to do. Kevin's coming back now. So he should be back soon. Cool. So, anyways, we'll see him in a second. To be fair, what I showed him here is quite complicated. Because we did this massive, like, getting a room and formatting it and stuff. And yeah. Yeah, flip. It is a hard one now that I think of it. I wish there was a cleaner way to do this. It's probably, I mean, there probably is. I'm just lazy and not thinking it out now. But essentially, what I put in here, this callback, was a promise. And I was like, doing an additional fetch for each thing, but we obviously don't have to do that here. So yeah, I can just do like snapshot.docs.
Hey, my bro, I'm back.
Okay, sweet, you're back.
Okay.
Cool. So this on snapshot now is gonna have like, I'm gonna get rid of this. Basically, what you wanted to do.
Okay.
Did you have the ID and then you had the arrow and then you had the
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want that to be the string that returns for this all, or do you want? You just want an object that returns the user ID and their
Yeah, just
display
the
name,
best
right?
practice. Yeah, just the best practice. That's one of the things I want to ask.
No, it depends what you want to do.
Okay. So for now, I want to just so I want to return that object with all the details.
Okay, so the user is just the whole user object, the
Okay.
data and the ID of the user as well, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So first of all, now that we're doing this on snapshot, we're actually gonna have like a snapshot.docs. So sorry, I understand that this thing that I'm showing you here is quite complicated because we did this whole like promise thing, because the reason we did a promise here was because we did a fetch for every single like,
Yes.
like user in here to find those
Yeah.
details. I mean, there might be a better way of doing it, but like
No,
I was
that's
just thinking
cool.
of, given the tools we know, we built something together. But anyway,
Yeah.
so in here we
No,
have
that's
what I was saying was you had the function, you had function like this. That's the same thing as just doing this.
Yeah,
But
just in that
when I'm doing a
arrow.
function inside here, I always do a callback like this, just because that other
Cool.
way is very old fashioned. So although I'm happy to
Cool.
say function up here,
Yes.
to say it in like a callback is like so
Not
much
right.
like
Okay.
boilerplate. I mean, it's right. It works. It works fine.
Yeah,
It's just
but
like,
it's new. Yes, stuff is better.
yeah. So I'm gonna say snapshot.docs, and then I'm gonna say my for each. Wait, before I do that. So we got a snapshot.docs. Cool.
Yeah.
Your problem was you didn't know how to display that data.
Yes.
Okay, so if I was going to store data specific to a component, where would I keep it?
If you're gonna store it separately.
Well, no, not separate. Well, how did we do it here? What did we do with the stuff here? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Am I still sharing my screen? You still see
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Okay.
I've got the screen.
How do we do it in the hooks? How do we keep the value?
I don't even know, dude. I don't even. I have no clue.
What do we do with it once we got our formatted rooms here.
Oh, we set rooms to format
What is set rooms?
Set rooms is the room, an array. Yeah, use state.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're missing use state from here.
Okay.
So at the top, we can say const users and set users.
Yes.
Like, again, we've done this a million times. This is
Yes.
not new.
Yes.
And like I said, it's
I
an
was
empty array for
doing.
now.
Yes, so I was doing that sometimes, but then I would get wrong and I'd just redo everything and
So yeah, we're gonna have a user object returned like this. So I'm gonna say it's a users array. Just gonna import
okay.
user from typings. This one, I think. Oh, it didn't automatically import that time. Okay, cool. So yeah. And before I go into setting users, how would I display users? You just map over users.
Yes, dot map, yeah.
And then there we can put our like user.id dash, just like putting something random in here, user.display name
Yeah.
dash user dot room ID. So there we go. That's how it would be displayed. Obviously, you can clean this up a bit more to do what you want. And now, in here, I can actually just say I guess you probably want to have a fetching state for fetching the users as well, like we would. So I'm just going to put a fetching variable in here as well, which is a fetching state value that the state's going to change. So every time state changes, the component re-renders. So that's why we keep it in state. And I'm going to set true as default because this subscribe thing is going to happen the moment that we start rendering. So I will say down here, return, well, if it is fetching, then I'm going to return h1. I'm just going to grab that from components up here. And I'm going to say return fetching users. Cool. Do you get that, right? So, are you still there? I lost you again. Sorry, guys. I've lost Dark Heaven. But he should be back soon. But again, I'll explain to you guys what we're doing here. So basically, we will change the set is fetching back to false. Like once we'll do it in here. So we'll set like set is fetching to false the moment that this has happened. I mean, we can also do like a quick check, like if, sorry, I have hiccups. If it is fetching, then we're setting it to false. But in here, we're also going to say set users to, and now we're going to like map through the snapshot. Snapshot.docs.map. And I'm going to say user. Call it user doc. And we're going to return like an object of, we'll say, I guess I could just call it doc because we know this is definitely user. So I'm going to say doc dot data ID, and I'm going to say doc dot ID. Okay, something's wrong. I think this whole statement, I just have to say that this is going to be as a user. So it's going to theoretically be a user because like for this whole like system Firebase, TypeScript doesn't know what the like actual object in Firebase is. It could be like anything, but now we're specifically saying it is a user because that's what we're going to set our users to be. So yeah, I want to wait for Kevin before I can explain a bit more. So yeah.
Hey, my bro, I'm back now
You're
again.
back.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, dude.
No worries. Yeah, now I can explain.
Okay.
So I did the is fetching thing. Like that makes
Yes.
sense,
Okay.
right? It's like by default it
Yes.
starts as true. Um,
Yes.
Ignore this for now. So
Okay. Can I just ask you something quickly while we're
yeah,
on the topic while it's fresh? So you know the user that at the top I use state user. Is that just a TypeScript thing? Because
we created that type over here.
yes. So is that just a TypeScript thing, hey?
Yeah, so I'm just saying that this state is going to be an array of user objects.
Okay.
So user objects like that. Yeah, it's TypeScript.
Okay.
You could also do
And then
this, but then it would be
yeah.
unknown. It would just be like it's an array of anything.
Okay. Because like in in JavaScript, I mean in the JS,
Yeah,
how we were doing that
you would just
was
do this.
different to the yeah, we would just do that.
Yeah. But now, if I tried to set users to be something that wasn't a user, I wouldn't get an error and then my app would crash somewhere.
Then it would crash.
So,
Okay, because so TypeScript's a
so
very
TypeScript
cool.
is
Okay.
there to make it safer. So it will tell you that you've got
Okay, cool.
problems. It will give you all the red line stuff, but it's there to
Yeah.
show you that, hey, something's going to break if you don't fix this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that was confusing me a lot, the whole
Yeah.
user thing and stuff like that. Oh,
So I can
okay.
set this to whatever I want.
Oh, okay.
And now if I try and access, like, I don't know,
Something that's not in there, then
email
it'll
address
deny.
from user, it will say like, hey, this is wrong. Like email address
I
doesn't exist in
see.
this type. So yeah, that's why TypeScript's
Okay,
amazing. Like you've got all these extra little rules, but like
that's
it saves you
awesome.
from like submitting
Okay.
something that will break.
Okay, that blew
So
my mind right now. That was a good question then. Thank you.
yeah, no, cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. So again, remember the state. I was explaining
Yes.
like whenever a state changes, this
Yes.
whole component will re-render. Except this won't run
Yes.
again because this effect is set so it only re-renders when it's fetching changes. Although, again, this gives me problems. It shouldn't really be like that. It's just because we've got like some ESLint rule that says we've got to be specific about this kind of stuff.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to set is fetching to false.
Okay, cool.
This will only run, this whole component, like this only runs once at the beginning of the component mounting because it's in a use effect. And then this
Yes.
runs when the component unmounts because that's how use effect works. If we put
Okay,
values in
cool.
here, then it would run again. Like this part would run again if these values changed.
Oh, okay, I see that. All right.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, we've got the set is fetching, blah, blah, blah. It's all good.
Yes.
By default, it was true and it goes to false. So just at the start of this app, it fetches users, great. And then if it is fetching as false, then it will return this. Okay, and we've got our stuff set up now that this will do our user.
I
And that's the
can't.
important thing. What? Sorry, what was that? My phone vibrated when you said something. Are you still there? Did you freeze again? Oh my word. Let me message Kevin. I can't believe I lost you again. Oh, sorry guys. It's a bit of a crappy situation. Because we've lost our Kev, which is unfortunate because yeah. It's just to prove my TypeScript thing. If I said email in here, it would complain. It should complain. Why is it not complaining? This is of, yeah, you see now it says email does not exist on type user. So I'll show that to Kevin when he gets back. Just gotta wait a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty much me. Why am I saying pretty me? So many things. If anyone in the comments has any questions over this kind of topic of stuff, let me know and I'll try and answer. Because yeah, I've lost our Kevin. He's gone. He's frozen to death. It's unfortunate. It says I haven't got any dropped frames, so I think I'm on my side. I'm pretty good. So I see that I saved that. Yeah, I did. So I'm gonna make some extra stuff here, saying updated users, and I'm gonna put this value in here. Okay, and then yeah, we'll wait a bit. I mean, if it doesn't work for Kevin now, we can maybe come back and stream again a little bit later tonight, like in like 3 hours or so, just so yeah, so that we know that things are more stable. Yeah, because this is a bit unfortunate, the constant like losing each other. We'll probably end up just making this like a live stream 10.5 later tonight because it's the same day and we didn't really get anywhere. I guess for you guys, let me just show that this is like actually working. I think if it goes to /teachings, yeah, it fetches users, and then yeah, here's the users there, Kevin and Mr. Example. Mr. Example doesn't have a room ID, so that's the thing. But yeah, Kevin will probably like, you know, set this up to look nice and stuff for himself. But yeah, that's pretty much that. So we know it works. I'm going to push the code just so he can see it. Updated teachings. Push. There we go, all sorted. And let me just message him saying, shall we try later? Because then, yeah. Tonight we can try again if our connection is more stable, because mine's been choppy today as well. There we go. So yeah, let's give that a shot. I'm sorry for the ridiculously short stream. I guess it's been like half an hour, but like, yeah, sorry for that. We'll be on again in like 3 hours or so. I don't know. Yeah, just to give time to have Kevin back on.